Ashley, welcome to our session on co-curriculum. Can we begin by sharing your journey?
Yeah. So when I started in Year 7, I went to the Careers Expo, which is at the start of term 1, and it's in the hall where all the co-curriculars have their own little booths. So all the new students and old students are encouraged to check out what co-curriculars we have that year. And I remember just being so excited, and having so many options was so exciting. And I tried lots of different things. So at the junior school, I did a lot of music, and I also did netball. So when I got to the senior school, I started again with music and the bands and choirs. I joined a netball team. I started debating, and I also joined Nexus Club for sci-fi and fantasy lovers. So yeah.
So at what point was the decision, as a gifted musician, I won't embarrass you too much, but it's true, as a gifted musician, when did you make the choice?
I think it did take me a little while. I did have a lovely passion for music when I was in Year 7 and throughout school. But when I started doing the ensembles and started doing leadership roles in those, and also performing quite academically well and getting lots of opportunities internally and externally through music, I really did find my passion to be something really rewarding, and I wanted to do that to a tertiary level, so I plan to study it next year. But I also like to balance my co-curricular side with having sport and also doing more non-music things as well.
So let's talk about the leadership. Why is that important?
I think it builds a sense of self-esteem, pride, and also resilience. So I was a leader throughout senior school, being tutor group captain, doing leadership roles throughout music and ensembles, and then moving into music captain in Year 12 and vice captain last year. That was really important for me to be able to give back to the school that has supported me through my endeavours, but also being able to explore my passion for music in a different way, and to support other girls who are also developing their passion, particularly in Year 7 and Year 8.
So, I mean, we talk about and we pride ourselves on that balance between participation, competitive through to an elite level, and you've chosen a music career and perform at an elite level. The decision, I think, around what advice would you give to a Year 9, Year 10 who's on the cusp of that decision on which direction to go to?
I think definitely explore your options. With music, it's been so rewarding to make that first step, to be like, this is exactly what I want to do, have such a passion. If this is for sport or history or science, I would totally recommend you try to dive deeper, try to do extension, try different opportunities in the school, like tours or excursions, but also the school also supports you through endeavours outside of school. So I've done some incredible opportunities outside of school, and I would say definitely go for it. It's been so rewarding for me, and I'm really excited for next year.
The clubs, tell me about Nexus.
Nexus is a sci-fi fantasy club. In Year 7, when I found out there was a club where I can talk about Star Wars with other Star Wars lovers, I was pretty excited. And there's also a chance to meet other girls in other year levels, which was really cool, because sometimes we just work with just Year 7s. It was great to meet other people from other years that had the same love and interest as I did. It was so much fun. We have some excursions where we go see new movies, and then have sleepovers at school, or we have a meeting once a week as well where we talk about what's going on in the sort of the pop culture sort of side of things.
So if you had to summarise the skills, you've mentioned a couple of times about the excitement for next year. It's been a difficult Year 12 for you, but the excitement of next year, which is it's a wonderful time. Particular, if you can summarise the sorts of skills that have come out of co-curricular involvement, what would it be?
Definitely confidence, being able to speak to other girls and obviously adults as well, in a different environment, not just in the classroom, has been very helpful. Pride and resilience, being able to be flexible and work with others, teamwork skills as well, and also being able to be flexible and open-minded, being able to try out different things and to be open to different opinions, different ideas, where we can all work really well together. It's been amazing.
The decision around, thank you, the decision around finding the balance with the academic is often one that's particularly, obviously the badges of office show it shows a huge involvement. But how did you balance the academic with the other demands?
Yeah, so sometimes it is quite difficult, I'm going to be quite honest. So I found a lot of support from my teachers, my parents, other students who want me to do well, and I want other students to do well. I try to sort of have that balance of trying to do something that's a bit more social, so netball or moving towards music, which I find quite competitive, and also giving back to the community. Trying to find a balance between those. Definitely getting support through that, and trying to find the balance between myself of what I want to do and what like makes me happy as well.
Thank you. I had one question come in on the inter-schools comp. If I could summarise that, a number of pathways. One, the inter-school happens at ACT level. It also, I guess before that, happens both with clubs and other schools. We then have representative opportunities at ACT. We then have opportunities at further state and then national level. So we compete everything from snow sports to rowing. The opportunities then, students can progress through the system. One of our students, Izzy Davies, year 12 this year, the youth Winter Olympic team as downhill skier. So it's international. We have students that progress to universities in the United States, basketball, tennis. So, yep, schools at a local level, then at a state level, then a national level. So there's competition. And there's also, so for elite athletes, we're starting the podium program, which is an elite athlete program, and starts next term. And balanced with that, you could be playing badminton on a Friday afternoon and having a wonderful time there as well. So plenty of opportunities. We will welcome your participation. Thank you.